Hello everyone. In this video, we will connect our React app with MongoDB database. We have two options for MongoDB. The first one is to use it locally. It means offline tool. The second one is online tool. In this video, we will use the online tool. But if you would like to use the offline tool, it means MongoDB Compass. I have a separate video for that. You can watch that in the description or click the above I icon. Let's first of all configure our MongoDB Atlas. For that, let's just search MongoDB Atlas. Search this. After searching this, come here to MongoDB Atlas. Open this link. After opening this link, you should create your account first of all. Let's wait for it. After creating your account, then you will face with this page. Just come here down to this under the deployment to the database. On the sidebar, click this database. If you don't have any project, just select this drop down and create a new project. I have a project 0. Okay, if you don't have, just select plus new project, so you will be able to create a new project. Just assign a name, so it will create a project. So now after coming to the database, so here you will see create a database. Okay, press this button, build a database. By pressing this button, you will pass with this page. So here we have free and a paid version. So we will press this, the right side one, which is a free version, and it provides us 512 MB free space. After selecting that, just come here, assign a name, for example, cluster 0. This is the name. Okay, that is okay. Come here, provider, we will select AWS. And here we will select the region, which region you would like to select. We will select Mumbai and come down, and here tag out. These are optional. Just press create deployment. Press this option. So let's select fire hydrant. Let's select things. Verify. So our cluster has been created. Connect to cluster. Yes, just come here. So let's now create a user. So for the user, I will just write CWI, code with Yusuf, and here a password. Which password you would like? For example, test123. I will delete it later, but just for the testing purpose. So after creating your account, now let's create user. So it will create the user has been created, and also it will select your IP address. Now choose a connection method. So how to connect with this? Okay, so to connect with this, you can select this one, or we can cancel it. We can just simply come here to the database. I will show you how to connect with this. Let's first of all check our network, this network access. Okay, select this area, network access. Here, see, this is your IP address which has been added automatically. And database access, this user can access the database. Okay, this is the user. Now come here back to the database section, and here we will press now to connect with this cluster, with this database. We will press this connect button. Press this connect button. After pressing the connect button, press connect to your application. Press this driver. So now here we would like to use the driver Node.js. First of all, you should install Node.js. If you didn't install, just come here. Let's move to the terminal. Okay, CMD. I will show to you Node version. See, I'm using version 20, and also let's use npm version. npm version 20. How to install the node in npm? Just install the Node.js, so it will install the npm also together. Okay, Node.js, download it and install it. You're using Windows or Mac or Linux, so just select your OS operating system and download it for your Windows or Mac or source code, however you want. So just download it. So after downloading it, just install it. Simply, it is a software, and install it. We are using Node.js, and we are using 5 and 5.5 or later. Okay, and come here. Now install your driver. What we should do, we should just npm install it, leave it. Okay, we don't want this. Just come here to the third step, and here we will use just this connection string. Copy this connection string. So after copying this connection string, we will use this connection string to connect with this cluster. Let's close it. Come here to the VS Code editor. Here we have opened an empty folder. Let's create our React app and our Node.js app to connect with the MongoDB database. Let's first of all create our React app. Let's move to the terminal. Come here to the terminal, a new terminal. And here I will write npm create wait at latest. What it will do, it will create our React app. We will use this wait.js to create our React app. Okay, to proceed. Why? Okay, we would like to proceed it. And project name, we would like to create, yeah, let's assign a name client. Press enter. Let's now select React. We are using React framework and JavaScript. If you are using TypeScript, select TypeScript. So now it says cd client and run npm install. This will install all the packages and dependencies. Let's wait for it. The dependencies has been installed. Now let's run our React app. Before running our React app, this command is used for running our React app, npm run dev. But before that, I will install npm install axios. No, we don't need it. Okay, let's run it. Npm run dev. It will run our React app. Let's control and press this URL, so it will move us to our React app. This is our React app. Now let's create our Node app, our server side app. So for that, let's move to a new terminal. We are in the test2 folder. Let's write npm init -y. What it will do, it will initialize it and it will create a package, but let's delete it. And first of all, I will create a folder inside here. Okay, let's create a folder. We will name it server. Now let's move cd server. We will move to the server folder, cd server. After moving to the server, now let's clear the screen. Here now I will write npm init -y. So it will create package.json file inside this server. After creating it, now for the MongoDB to use Node.js, we will install npm. Let's first of all clear the screen. Npm install Express. Express is Node.js framework which we will be used to write the code, and also Mongoose. Mongoose is used just object model to create connection, okay, to use it with the MongoDB database. So this Mongoose create connection with our MongoDB and our Node.js application. Let's press enter. Yeah, the command installation has been completed. So now to run our Node.js app, for that we will create another file inside this server folder. We will name it like index.js. And in this index.js, let's write now our code. So here we will just write first of all import. First I will paste the connection string that I have copied. Okay, this is that connection string that we will use. Let's comment it and come here down. Const express is equal to require express. So after importing the express, now let's use it. Const app is equal to express. We will call express. And now let's use app.lesson. Call this lesson method. Let's assign a port name, port number. For example, port number is 3000. And here we will create function. And inside that we will write console.log app is running. So to run now our server app, we will just simply write node index.js. C app is running. It means that our server side app is running right now. Now we will create connection with the MongoDB database, and we will create a database there, and we will fetch and read data inside our React app. Now let's create another file for the connection with the MongoDB database. We will name it db.js, and inside this I will just write this code. Okay, let's close the terminal like this, Control B. This is the connection. First of all, we will import this Mongoose from Mongoose that we have installed. Now this is a function that we have created async, and inside this is the connection with now here we will just assign the connection string that we have copied. Which connection string we should assign here? I will show to you this down, and here we will have, let's copy that connection string, this one. Okay, shift Control X and paste it inside this. This is the connection string that we will use. Just we will change this. This is the username, and here we should assign, instead of this password, the password that we have assigned. We have assigned their test123 password. Whenever we were creating user inside MongoDB, we have assigned this test123 password, and CWI is the username, and everything is okay. Yes, just come here, cluster 0. So this is await mongoose.connect and connect with this connection string, and if we connected with that, so it will print as console.mongodb connected. Otherwise it will print as an error. Now let's import this connect db inside our index.js. So to import it, const connect db is equal to require /db.js. Now let's call it. Okay, we will call connectDB method. After calling it, now let's check it. Okay, what happened? Let's close it, and we will write node index.js. So we paste with an error. Okay, with MongoDB connection, we faced with an error. Let's check this error. So it says warning is a deprecated option. MongoDB driver warning, new user URL, the deprecated option. Yeah, we will just remove use here. We don't need, okay, these things. Just come here. Let's remove these two things. That's it. Okay, just write simply inside this connect method, just write the connection string. Okay, this connection string writes that inside that. Okay, let's save it now. Come here back and see. Run the command again. Run our app. App is running. MongoDB connected. See, our MongoDB has been connected. Just come here to the db.js. Let's remove this. I will just print MongoDB connected. Save it. So app is running. This is our Node.js app running and MongoDB connected. It means the connection has been created with our MongoDB Atlas. So after creating the connection, now let's create a model. Whenever you are working with MongoDB, you need to create models. It means the tables that you want to create inside your MongoDB, this database. Okay, whenever you want to create the database here, you should create models here in your Node app. Okay, so to create the model, for that let's create a folder. I will name it models, and inside this I will create a file item.js, and inside this js, let's first of all import let's const mongoose is equal to require mongoose const item schema is equal to new mongoose dot schema. What it will do, it will create our schema inside this schema we will assign now the properties that we want. Okay, inside this item table I want to have the name property, which is type string. Just I will simply write type string, and description property, which is type string. Description, that is okay. So after creating this schema, now let's create a model. Okay, const item model is equal to mongoose dot model, and inside this, first of all, the name of this model, which is item, comma our schema is item schema. Now let's export it. Module dot export, exports is equal to with item model. Now let's import this model inside our index.js. So to import it, let's write const item model is equal to require dot slash models slash items.js. After importing this item model, now we will use it to just fetch data from this model. Right now we don't have any data inside this item model, but I will add it. Okay, I will just, let's run it. Let's run our app. Let's first of all come here. See, connection has been created with this. Look at the graphs and come here to the browse collection. Here we will see all the databases and collection that if we have, it will show to us collections. We have default, yeah, we have these like cities, these databases. Okay, we have comments and movies. This is default database that we have. Okay, simple implex dot movies. In this movies we have these properties. Come here to the comments. So let's specify database name. So to specify that, just come here to the db.js. We would like to create our own database, the default database, and after that we will create item collection inside that item table. So to create the table, I think let's first of all try here. Okay, for example, test name. We would like to assign our db test db this name. Let's save it and we will try it. What happened? Just come here. Let's run our app again. App is running, MongoDB connected. Now let's check it. Okay, come here and we will let's refresh it. And come here, databases, and come here to the browse collection. Yeah, testdb has been created, okay, automatically. And inside that we will have item collection, item table. Look at, we have this. And inside it we don't have any records. We can insert records also, but right now I will just let's insert a few fields. Like inside this we will insert records. Okay, first of all I will insert record, or instead of this, if we insert records through code, let's insert a record here. Let's press this insert document, and here the id is default. So here I will insert the name, which is name, and to this side I will insert, for example, computer, and let's add another field. Okay, and here that is description, and here we will just enter the name but first one, for example. Okay, let's insert it. So that has been inserted. Let's check it. Okay, the first record has been inserted. Let's insert another one, another record. So I have inserted these two records. Okay, we have these two records. Now let's move to our code, and here we will create an API to read this data and pitch that inside our React app. So first of all, we will create the API. So to create the API, just come here and I will create app. But before this, I will do something like app dot use express.json. It means data should be converted to the JSON format. And also I will install the cars npm install cars. This is used, okay, cross origin resource sharing to access our app through React. let's update. First of all, I will import this. Oh, sorry. Cars is equal to required cars, and down I will use it. Update use cars. Let's create the API update kit, and we will get, for example, we will name it. I will not assign any name. And request, let's create a function, request and response. So item model, okay, I have imported that. Const items is equal to item model dot find. So it will find, it means it will pitch all the records, and let's return the result. Response.json items. Let's check it. Okay, let's come here to our React app, to src, and to the app.jsx. Let's remove the default code. And here we will use const. Let's use effect hook. Through this use effect hook, we will pitch the data. Let's use pitch API, and here we will assign the URL. So what is our URL? Our URL is https://localhost colon port number. Port number is 3000. This is the port number that we have assigned. See, this is the port 3000. So it will pitch us the records. If we had any name for this route, if we have assigned any name, so we would assign that name also here, but we didn't assign any name, so we'll just simply write like this. So const, it will give us the data, like response is equal to, let's make it asynchronous function, wait, and const, let's console it. Okay, let's first of all I will convert it to the JSON. Console.log response.json, convert it to the JSON, and print that. Let's move. Okay, let's move to our React app. Let's come here and let's move to the console. So let's run our server-side app. API, sorry, we should write like node index.js. App is running and MongoDB connected. Just come here, let's refresh it. So it means we faced with an error. Return anything besides the function, which is here. This try is not a function. Where is it? Just come here. Which that is okay. Effect hook. So for the solution, first of all, let's create a function. Let's first of all remove this async, and I would like to create a function inside this. Okay, const which data is equal to an arrow function, and inside this what we will do, we will just print our data and console that. It means first of all we will pitch our data. Let's make it now a synchronous function. With fetch, okay, it will fetch the data, and also we should remove this as http. Okay, what else we should do? Just come here, const data is equal to, here we will just write response.json, convert it to the JSON format, and now print the data. So it is our front end code correction. Now let's move to our server side, and server side code, let's make it asynchronous, async, and await. Let's save it now and let's refresh. Whenever you make some changes inside your server app, you should refresh your run again your server side. Okay, it means that you should again run node index.js. App is running. And let's wait for the database connection. It should print the message of MongoDB connected. Just come here to the browser. Let's refresh it now. So let's wait for it. It is pitching the data. Let's wait because of the internet to pitch data from the database. So before that is pitching the data, I will show you something else. Okay, whenever you come here to the network access area, here sometimes we face with an error that IP address error. So for that solution of that, add another IP address, this one, okay, 0.0.0/0. It means that all IP addresses will whatever IP address is, it will access your database. Let's come here, add IP address. After pressing this add IP address, so here what we should do, just come here, we have already added this 0.0.0.0/0. Add this IP address, okay, or it will give you an option here. So after adding that IP address like this one, so you will be able then to access from which IP address. Okay, sometimes we face with an error of our IP address because IP address is changing. So that's why we will use this IP address. Okay, so it will solve the problem. Just come here, the data didn't pitch. Let's come here to our front end. Oh, we didn't call this pitch data function. Copy, and we will call it down here from that function. Let's save it now. Now let's try it. Let's refresh it now. Now it will fetch the data. Let's just wait a second for it. So let's come here again. Where is the error? Const res await fetch local host HTTP. That is okay, no problem. Save it. Let's come here. No error here. Is also running. Express.js. Yeah, we should return. Let's return an object. Okay, let's their object like items. Here we will return it response. Let's change it to the response. Let's save it and return response.json. That is okay. Let's refresh our server side app. Node index.js. App is running. Let's wait for the database connection. Yeah, DB connected. Let's try it now. Let's refresh it now. The data not pitched again. Where is the problem? Await data. Save it again. So you effect here. It's okay. Oh, sorry, we should call it like this. Forgot the parentheses. Let's refresh it now. So the data has been printed like this. Okay, so array2, we have these records, we have these two records. Now let's print it on the screen. So to print it on the screen, for that let's create first of all a state variable. const like items, it items, to use state. This is in array with us. Add array notation. Instead of this console, we will just, let's check it how it is items. So we will just call sit items, and we will put data dot items inside that. So what it will do, it will assign these items to these items. Now let's print it. So here we will just use items dot map function. I will simply just print the data tag, first of all name, I dot name, and down from that comma, and here to the right side of that I will print I dot email, like this. Simple. Let's save it. Now let's try it. See, we have printed computer panes. We have just sorry, what we should do, we should print description. Description. Save it. See, we have printed the data from our server. Let's remove this op.css. See, it is here, and also let's remove this. Come here to the frontend app, to the main.jsx, remove this index.cs. So this is our data that we have printed on the screen. So it was all about the connection between ReactJS and MongoDB Atlas. I hope this video was helpful for you. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.